Hi, I'm Brian, the founder and CEO of DAiM. Before we hop into this summary video for our monthly letter, I want to say thanks to everyone who came out to our event on Tuesday night, from attendees to clients to panelists. Up there with me was Clark Reed. He's head of OTC at Gemini, and he talked about what he sees regulations-wise. We also had Crypto Wendy O going over what she thinks is in the future for NFTs. Grace Chow and myself also discussed regulations and a bit of price forecasting. We're putting out valuable information on social media. This stuff is in real time. It's our thoughts on what's going on in the market and topical headlines. And if you want to stay up to date on that stuff, do give us a follow. Investor cash on hand recently hit a record high. And this article says that it's poised to go into stocks. We think a portion of it's poised to go into digital assets. So the last time it got to a record high was May of 2020. It reached 4.79 trillion. But if you remember, right before that, in March was a great sell-off because of COVID. Everything was going into lockdown. Equities sold off. Even Bitcoin went down to 5,000. But in the back half of that year, that cash started to get deployed. And into 2021, it also got deployed. And we saw valuations soar. Real estate, digital assets, even the stock market. So we could be setting up for something like that again. Let's look at salaries versus real estate versus Bitcoin. When it comes to salaries, just not being paid enough. The past 19 years, you're basically getting $1,000 more per year. When it comes to real estate, in those 19 years, those home prices have multiplied by 2.5. When it comes to Bitcoin, in a much shorter time frame, from March of 2020, 3 years later, it's up 5x. So what do we see? If you can't earn enough, you need to invest. So not only is inflation pushing real estate prices higher, but investors are too, seeking ways to hedge from a devaluing dollar. But look at Bitcoin, a much better return, the great equalizer. Let's recall history. Bitcoin was created in 2008 on the back of banks being bailed out and people losing trust in the financial system. And investors just recalled this because when Silicon Valley Bank was going under that Friday, stock market was selling off and Bitcoin was even going down to the 19s. Just 2 days later, they were bailed out and Bitcoin recovered, going from 19,000 to 22,000. And it's gone on to be the best performing asset year to date, up 62%. So investors are seeing that Bitcoin is the most scarce global asset, and that to protect your wealth, you need to have an allocation to a fixed supply asset like Bitcoin. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to get stuff in more real time, follow us on social media. And if you want to get this video on a regular basis, do subscribe and like. And we're open to comments and things you might want to see in the future, so please let us know. Looking forward to talking to you next month.